Um, Om Shanti, Namaskaram. Welcome to the meditation class. All of you can hear me? I'm visible and audible?
Yes, you're audible. Thank you.
Lovely. So let's start the session. Okay, good. Let's start the session with a little prayer with the Om chanting along with the Shanti. So coming to the sitting posture, I already explained you have to use your mat and comfortable you are sitting on the ground. Make sure something in between you and the ground, right? Any mat, blanket, okay, you want to use for sitting posture. So comfortably sit and keeping your back, neck straight, aligned. That is a requirement for the meditation class, okay? And then very slowly, gently, if you're wearing the glasses, remove the glasses and gently close your eyes. Bring the awareness towards your posture. Merge with yourself, with your asking. Observe your alignment, how's your back, your neck, your shoulder. Few seconds, just be in your posture, in your asking. Now, very slowly move your attention towards the natural breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Observe. Few seconds. Inhale and exhale. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Now, inhale for the Om. Take a deep, very slow, prolonged inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Rub your palms. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. So, in previous session, we discussed about the importance of the meditation and what is the dhyana and the dharana. Pratyahar, we talked about it. And what is a meditation? What is a concentration? Anybody has any doubts in here? I hope you understand what is a concentration and what is a meditation, right? Meditation, one more, important fact of the meditation, that is, meditation means being in the present. Okay? Your mind is, since childhood, you train in somewhere because of the pre-existing notion of the society and your family. Everybody's telling you, okay, live, plan your life. So because of you are planning your life, you start living your life not in the moment, but either, rooting into the past or worrying about your future. And we lost our presence. So through the concentration, and when you go enter into the meditative state, okay, you start living in that particular moment. You start living in very, very important that second. So second is what? This is the moment which you have to live, right? So only the present that is in your hand. You cannot go into the future and start living there. You cannot go into the past and change your past. Only you have the present, and only through the concentration technique, and when you reach to the meditative state, slowly, gradually, your mind gonna train in that manner that whatever you are doing, you start living in that. For example, cooking the food. When you're consciously cooking the food, it is a meditative state. When you're eating the food, that is again become the meditative state. It means you are connected how you're enjoying each and every bite. Same way, when you're cooking, each and every procedure, you are observing it, and then that becomes the meditative state of your mind. It means because of the concentration, because of the focused mind, you are practicing the meditation rest of the day. Meditative, the meditation is not for 1 hour, 2 hour. We are practicing the concentration. Meditation, which means to live the life the way it is. You're going to embrace the life the way it is. There is the sorrow, the sadness, the happiness, suffering, everything, whatever you are facing up and down in your life. You're just going to embrace it when your mind is coming to the meditative state, because you start seeing the reality. This is a very, great plus point who the people who are practicing the concentration. And especially the today meditation, that is Anapana, which I'm going to introduce to you. The major importance of the Anapana is what take you into the very second, that very present moment. It's gonna train your mind to live into the present. You cannot ignore the present anymore. And then your journey starts. Now you start enjoying each and every second of your life. You are not worrying about your future because you cannot go into the future. That one day where you get the happiness. Oh, I'll get my car, my palace, my home, the big job, then I will be happy. No, you start enjoying the journey itself. You're gonna get those things, but you're never gonna ignore your journey towards it to achieve that destination, whatever goals you have set it in your life. To enjoy the journey, it's gonna happen through this technique, which today I'm gonna introduce to you. So Meditation, if you're looking for the synonym of the meditation, that is a present, being in the present, meditative state. You are in that very second. That is a, it means you are doing meditation. To reach there, you have to apply so many types of the tool. Tool is like method, alamban. Remember, I use that word, the objects, various of the objects you're gonna use, and in order to train your mind, developing your concentration with the help of the pratyahar. Pratyahar take you to the dharana. Dharana take you to the dhyan, and dhyan lead you in the samadhi. These four words you should remember. So pratyahar, it means withdrawal of the senses. And when you withdraw your senses, you do the concentration, that is the dharana. Dharana means holding the alamban. Your mind is stable into the one object. Alamban means object, which we already discussed in previous session. Then that takes you to the meditative state. So now today is a very wonderful day because this technique I learned from my guru, and this is a Buddhist meditation and discovered by the Lord Buddha, and he introduced this practice to the mankind 2500 years ago. He discovered it. It was lost, and then he discovered it, the Anapana meditation. Ana, A-N-A-P-A-N-A, Anapana. Should I write it down? So it's Anapana. So little facts about this Anapana meditation. It's a 2500 years old method in order to concentrate, developing the concentration and preparing yourself for the vipassana, another level. That is a vipassana. Maybe you heard about it. You can Google. I'll write it down that word also. So these two are the Buddhist meditation. And Anapan basically prepared you for the vipassana, but even day-to-day activities you're gonna utilize if you want to concentrate and want to attain the peace. Anapan is a very great method to control the fluctuation of the mind and clear your mind from the impurities like anger, frustration, depression, anxiety, any kind of problem, mental disorder, psychological disorder, migraine, anxiety attacks, or dementia, even people who are suffering from dementia. If you just introduce to the Anapan, you're gonna, it's gonna help them to come back to their natural or healthy state. So many psychological, psychosomatic problems and physiological and which is the problem which is related to the mind and the physiological level, physical body problems. If you just introduce the Anapan, it's gonna help them to cure, from the root. Okay, so Anapan, this the founder, basically discovered by the Lord Buddha 2500 years ago, and later on it started practicing with the small group of the people in Burma, and then S.N. Goenkaji, my guru, he basically, um, did the, practice more, lots of practice on the Anapan, and then he bring it back to the India later on. So this is the whole little bit history about the Anapan. And now come to the, understanding what is the Ana and Pan. Anapan is the Pali word Okay, this is the Pali language. If you heard about it, Pali language is a um, basically a rural language, and Sanskrit is a refined form of the Pali language. So Anapan is this word derives from the Pali language. So this ana and pan. Ana means aya, pana means gaya. Ana means inhale, pana means exhale. So the moment you understand inhale and exhale, right? You understand, oh, something is coming, something is going. You misunderstood with the pranayam. It is not the pranayam. Okay. So what happens? Very simple method to practice it. It's like you have to just aware about the breath which is going in and coming out. The natural procedure of the breath you have to observe. In pranayam, you are doing inhalation deeply and exhalation deeply, right? Here you're putting the effort. So in pranayam, you're inhaling, exhaling. This you are doing it, right? But in here, right now I'm talking to you. My breath is keep going and coming out. That breath I gonna observe. The involuntary action of the breath I have to observe when I'm practicing the anapan. But in pranayam, you're gonna put the effort in inhalation and exhalation. The moment you put the effort, it becomes voluntary action of your breath. And when you are observing the involuntary action of the breath, you are not putting any effort. It's just observing the way the breath you are having. That's it. Very simple method. You don't require any another alamban. So here alamban becomes the breath. What kind of breath? Involuntary action of the breath called become alamban. Alamban means object here. So for that you have to follow my instruction. These are stages of the anapan. I'll give you the instruction. So don't worry about it. You just need to follow the instruction, but make sure when you are practicing the anapan, it's required that your body remains still. But if you're moving your body a little bit, you start feeling the pain, slightly move very slowly. Change the asana, but do not make big movement in your body. Even if you're moving your body, keep observing your breath. Okay, observing here that how the breath going in and coming out. So your whole focus, whole concentration should be around your nostril, this area. That's it. Nothing here. You are not you are not focusing any other part of the body. You're complete focused on your around your nostril, this area. Because breath is entering from here and coming out from here. Do not inhale, keep your mouth open. Okay. The breath automatically gonna go inside your nostril and coming out. And for that, you require the sitting posture, keeping your back straight. Any comfortable posture you can choose. If you have back issue, you can use, if somebody is having the knee problem, they can use the chair. Okay. So I'm closing my video in order to make the clarity of my voice. This much you understood. Everybody, instruction is clear. You understand what is anapan?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. So now, come into the comfortable position and listen my instruction. So first, go into your posture. Make sure your back remains straight. So keeping your back neck straight, relax. If you want to use the pillow, but try to avoid it. Try to sit on the ground. Feel the gravity is very much important. Don't give much support, but if you have any pain, any injury, you can take the support in order to make your body comfortable. Once you go into the posture, now very slowly, gently close your eyes and just be there. Be in your posture, be in your asana. Now, once you connected with your posture, now set the intention in your mind. This 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not gonna move my body, or maybe 15 minutes. Just observe the limitation of your body. This is a requirement because you have to train your mind. Mind want to move and so your body. So in order to control your mind, you have to start from the body. To control your body movement, keep your body still. Now, very slowly, move your attention towards your breath. Move your attention towards around your nostrils and observe how the breath going in and coming out. Observe how the breath going in and coming out. The breath, the natural breath, the pure breath. Do not mix anything. Do not try to inhale. Do not try to exhale. The breath is going naturally to you, happening to you, and coming out. You just need to observe like a watchman, like a gatekeeper. We're sitting on the gate and observing who is entering, who is coming out, making the record. So, like a watchman, observe each and every entry of the breath and each and every entry of the exit of the breath. That's it. Just still, be still and observe. If your mind wanders here, there, lost in the thoughts, just accept, don't fight with your mind. Do not fight with your mind. Just the very second you realize my mind is lost, again come back to the breath. That's it. Start observing each and every breath. Do not struggle with the mind. Do not put pressure on your mind for the concentration. Just realize and come back. Just realize and come back. In initial level, mind wanders lost, but eventually it gonna settle down. It will give you pain in your body in order to fluctuate, in order to disturb your meditation. Mind gives you more kind of reaction, make you sleep, make you bored, make you anxious, make you angry, make you give you pain in the body. But don't worry, this is just a reaction of the mind. Ignore it. Just keep practicing. Just practice. And you have to just observe the pure breath, the pure natural breath. Now, very slowly, if you keep observing how the breath is going in and coming out. Now, if you are able to observe the subtle sensation of the breath, that is, when it's entering, which part of the nostril it is touching when it's going in, and which part of the nostril it is touching when it's coming out. Just observe which part of the nostril it is touching. Around the nostril, entrance of the nostril, inside the nostril, when breath is going in, which part of the nostril it is touching. Entrance of the nostril, inside the nostril, left side it's going in or right side it is going in, or both sides it's going in, or both sides it's coming out. Just observe. If you are unable to observe, just observe it's going in and coming out. That's perfectly fine. If you are able to observe the subtle sensation of the breath, observe the second level of the Anapana. Which part of the nostril it is touching, and which nostril it is going in and coming out. Patiently, diligently, observe. Mind again lost in the thoughts. Do not angry with your mind. That is a habit of your mind. 20 years of the habit would not change within the second. Patiently, diligently, just accept my mind is wandering and again start observing your breath. Each, every breath is so precious. Not a single breath go inside without your acknowledgement and coming out. So keep observing. If you are able to observe, observe the temperature of the breath. When you inhale, the breath is little cooler. When the breath is coming off, it's little warm. So inhale and exhale, which is going on naturally to you. Which is happening naturally to you. Just try to observe the subtle sensation of the next level of the breath, that is temperature. When you inhale, the breath is cool. When breath is coming out, it's hot, little warm. Try to observe, but if you are unable, just keep observing which nostril it is going on, or which nostril, which part of the nostril it is touching, or just keep recording it's going in and coming out. That's it. Patiently, diligently, observing each and every breath or temperature of the breath. Lord Buddha has given you this wonderful technique in order to end the suffering of the all mankind. Utilize, learn this technique and get all the benefit. Take all the benefit out of it. It's gonna happen only by through the practice. So learn the technique. You just need to observe the breath the way it is. Do not make the breath longer, deep. If your breath is short, shallow, let it be. Just observe the way the breath is, it is. The involuntary action of the breath. Again, mind lost in the thoughts, wander here and there. Come back to the breath. Do not fight. Just come back to the breath. Realize and come back. That's it. This breath is always with you while eating, while sleeping, while taking the bath, while waiting for somebody. So you don't require any other object. If you learn this wonderful technique, you can do this meditation, this anapana, anywhere, anytime, any position, standing, sleeping, supine, prone, anytime while eating. Just observe the breath going in and coming out. That's it. You just need to focus, bring the attention, shift the attention towards your breath. And slowly, gradually, you're gonna see how your mind coming under your control gradually. The breath is so powerful tool which become the bridge between your body and your mind. Through the breath, you can control your mind. And this is a very successful method. So utilize this method in the best way. Keep practicing, keep motivating yourself to observe the each and every single breath, but patiently. You require lots of patience in order to observe the breath like a watchman, like a gatekeeper. without forcing yourself, just naturally observing each and every breath. Very simple technique and method to train your mind. Now very slowly, patiently, very gently, observing each and every breath. Bhavatu Sal Mangalam Bhavatu Sal Mangalam Bhavatu Sal Mangalam Sal 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 very slowly complete your practice. Come out from your asana while gently blinking your eyes. Take your own time to come out from your asana, your posture. So, any doubts, any problem in order to understand the technique? Whatever we did today, the technique is clear to everyone. I'm using this word, but it's as a technique, but it's very great method. But in English, we don't have the certain words to explain the Anapana. So you can understand as a technique. Okay. So any doubts, any difficulty when you are practicing?
No, everything is okay. Thank you very much. It was really great. Thank you.
Okay. So this meditation, now meditation is not, done right now. I'll give you the homework. So now this practice you're gonna do rest of the time till the another, session. So tomorrow we have the meditation, right? Same time. So till this time, you have to practice more. So it's gonna take you into the next level of the Anapana. You require more practice, more you're doing the practice, more you are able to enter into the deeper level of the Anapana. So, and as I keep, I even told you in between the, when you are doing the practice, that anytime, even while having your food, walking, talking, just observe your breath. The breath is always with you. Whatever you're doing, the breath is there. So it's a wonderful technique and method to practice anywhere. Even you are you're waiting for somebody, just do this Anapana meditation. You are going about to sleep, just practice, observe your breath. That's it. So anytime you are cooking, just observe your breath. You are walking, not on the road, okay? While driving the car, don't start observing your breath. You have to be focused on the road, okay? Don't say that, okay, Durgesh ma'am told about any time we can do the meditation, not when you are driving the car. And when you are walking on the main road, right? Crossing the road. But when you are at home, when you are in lawn, you're taking the walk with not such people around you, you can observe your breath. You're sitting, traveling in the bus, you can observe your breath. So utilize these time to practice this Anapana meditation. More you practice, believe me, this is my personal experience. This is one of my favorite, methods to improve, to develop myself. And hope you, all of you, by learning this technique, you all get out from your suffering and your pain. So utilize this method in your life, but more you have to do the practice, more you're gonna get the benefit. So we're gonna end the session here. Om Shanti, Mangal. Bless you guys. Meet you in the tomorrow class in therapy class. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.